Hi Trumpets, this is line number 98. You've already taken this quiz if you were in class or you were ready for it. If you're not happy with your score or didn't get one, you need to retake it, and which means record it on Google, on your phone or your computer, and include it in Google Classroom for me to grade. Now, line number 98 has several things that mostly are review. The one that's new in this is DC al fine. It means play it all the way through until you see the indication DC al fine. Now the word looks like the word fine, but it's pronounced fine. So you play it again, you start at the beginning, you go to the end where it says DC al fine, then go back to the beginning, and it ends at the end of the first line, which ends with the word fine. So makes it 3 lines long. Now, we also are reviewing accidentals. Accidentals are something that is outside of the key signature. Now for you, you're playing in the key of concert B flat, which puts you in the key of C. What that means is, when you play a C, it sounds B flat on the piano. So you're not going to have sharps or flats in your key signature. The key signature is always right next to the treble clef for you. So you've got key signature, treble clef, key signature, and then the indication of the meter. Now in meter we've got 3/4, meaning 3 beats in a measure, and a quarter note gets 1 beat. Now an accidental is outside the key signature, so anything that's a sharp or a flat would be considered an accidental in the key of C, or concert B flat. Now, so what you're going to be doing is A, F sharp, not F natural, F sharp. That is outside your key signature. And after that measure, it goes back to the key signature. So if they want an F sharp, they have to mark it again, every measure, in order to change it. If they didn't mark it, then it would be F natural, because it's not in the key signature. Again, right next to the treble clef. All right, now we also need to talk about the difference between slurs and ties. We've already talked about it in class, so this should be a review for you. A slur is a line that looks like a tie, but instead of being the same note that it's being tied to, these are different notes within that same line. It looks like the same line, but they're different notes. And so what it means is you tongue the first one of a slur, a phrase of slurs, and then you tongue the first one, and then you don't use the tongue until the end of that. Then when the next one starts, you use the tongue on it again. Same is true on a tie. However, the tie just lengthens the note. At the end of your 4th measure, you've got a quarter note that's been tied to the previous dotted half note. They're the same note, and so it makes that, instead of 3 beats long, it's 4 beats long. But the only way in 3/4 you can get 4 beats is if you tie the from one measure to another, because there's only 3 beats in a measure. So that's how they do that. But again, the indication looks exactly the same. The difference is whether or not it's the same note. I'm going to play it for you, and then you can practice with it as many times as you want to.